Welcome to the Zesty Ginger Podcast. We are Megan and Dr. Alex. We are here for transformation. Yours, ours, and the collective. Personal and professional for practitioners. But not just any transformation. Compassionate transformation. Because between the two of us, we have seemed to have done things the painful way. Let our pitfalls become your stepping stones. We aren't afraid to share our raw and vulnerable truths in order to help you transform your thinking, your body, your heart, and your soul. Combining 15 years of functional medicine with brain-based habit change to lead you to the best life possible in a compassionate way. Compassion, yes, yet plan to roll up your sleeves. Transformation requires your participation. And a quick reminder, this information is not meant to diagnose, manage, or treat disease. Always consult with your doctor, not this doctor, before making changes. Now let's get into the episode.
Hello there, Megan here, co-founder of Zesty Ginger. Welcome back to part 4 of the Possibility series. If you're jumping in right here, you got to go back to the beginning, okay? You can't just jump in the middle. What if there's something important? There is something important in the first one, so stop it, go back, okay? We love you. You know how these series go. It is really helpful to go to the beginning. And there's a workbook, zestyginger.com/possibility, where you can win stuff. So you got to go back to episode 1 in this series to find out about that, okay? Okay. I promised you that some of these days are going to be super short. And this is rewarding our brain like, okay, I did it. Checked off. I still did it. It's December and I'm still doing it. So today we're going to play the game within the game. So this is the morning game. I know you're in the game of life for December, and this is also the morning game. This is all you're going to do. This is all you have to think about. What do you say to yourself in the morning right before you finally get up and out of bed? Okay? If you don't know, check in on it tomorrow morning. You probably already do know. But there's something we actually say to ourselves. There's this phrase, and it's for us, it's motivating. So the things that we say and the words that we use hit our own neurology. They are important. Because I might say, oh, I see what you mean. And you're like, oh, I feel what you're saying. And that would be very different to two different people, even though they might mean the same thing. So do you say, all right, like, let's do this. It's time to go. It's time. That's another common one. I had worked through using Dr. Joe Dispenza's work so long that I would not get up until I said clear intention and elevated emotion, clear intention and elevated emotion. I was getting a clear intention for the day and getting my elevated emotion. But what do you say to yourself? Whatever this phrase is, and if it's super harsh, maybe something to think about, rewording a little bit. If it's like, hey, dummy, don't sleep in again. That might not be so kind. So think about it, maybe rewire it. But if there's something that you use and it actually works, that you get up and go, then this is your motivation phrase. So this is the phrase that you can use with yourself, and you can tell your loved ones, this is my phrase. So if I'm like, hey babe, let's do this, because that's his phrase, that's the like get up and go. His whole, you'll watch their physiology or watch their body chemistry. They're like, oh, okay, let's do this. Right? It will light them up if that's their motivation. Start thinking and using your phrase. So if you're in this series at some point, and I'm sure this won't happen to you, but if at some point you're like, wait, why am I doing this in December? Oh, why don't I do it when I have more time? Like, December's busy, December's crazy. Keep in mind, last December, I went to an 18-day training for all of December, and I still got my Christmas shopping and everything magically done when I got back on December 20th. So it is interesting how we expand things to the time we have. So when you are trying to say you don't have time to do things for yourself during December, then you can go ahead and use that phrase. Like, come on, let's do this. Let's do this, Megan. Clear intention, elevated emotion. Let's go listen to today's podcast, tomorrow's podcast. The one I'm on, I'm going to fill in my workbook. I'm going to actually do the thing that takes me 5 minutes because I know it's rewiring my brain. Rewiring and rewiring and rewiring for possibility. So are we in agreement? Are you willing to use your phrase today and throughout this month? I'd love to hear. If you all want to take a screenshot of this episode and share on social media, I would love for you to tag us with what your phrase is. So that's at Zesty_Ginger. This will be a really fun game. We can start to collect all the different phrases that people use that motivate them, and then we can support each other with it. Sound good? Okay, tag us. That's a bonus. That's a bonus entry. So, do you want to wire this in a bit faster? Keep in mind, we do have a $10 meditation you can add on. Go on over to ZestyGinger/meditations to get the staircase meditation. This is a process of rewiring, which takes repetition so you can secure in everything you're learning and everything you want into your daily hypnosis. And if you're ready to join us for January, we still have openings. Remember, you have till December 10th to get the early bird special of $197. So go on over to zestyginger.com/Jan, Jan. Okay, let's end this off with some possibility.
Hey there, this is Tiffany Newman, and wanted to talk a little bit today about how my life has really been affected since I learned about how to reprogram my subconscious mind, truly step into my own identity, rebalance my hormones, and really find the balance in my life, in all areas of my life. And I think this is what happens is we often focus on one area, our health, and the other areas tend to lag. Or if you're a business owner, we tend to focus on our business, and then our health tends to go down. And so my goal was really to have balance in all of these areas and have an amazing life in all of these areas. I've been studying self-development for a very long time, and I did have great success with visualizing and manifestation. And I didn't actually believe that anything is truly possible, like truly believe that until I did this work. And I truly think that most of us are so concerned with worldly issues and problems that we rarely turn inwards. We're always focused on like solving that problem or finding the solution. And that leads us to staying focused on the problems. And what I found is that the answers are not outside of ourselves, but inside ourselves. And so once we can turn that inside, we can really lead like our most fulfilling lives. And for me, it was very much finding who I am in my own specific identity and reprogramming my subconscious, which allowed me to see that a lot of what we believe in is an illusion, and it's our choice to determine where we want to go and how that happens. Now, we don't always get to determine exactly how that happens, but if we truly believe anything is possible, that's the case. So I've doubled my income the past 3 years, even during the pandemic, easily and effortlessly. I've attracted my dream team easily and effortlessly. I have a wait list and clients that have come to me easily and effortlessly. And I don't say this because it's me and I'm amazing, although that's true. I say this because I know how to create that world for myself now. And it's really amazing. So if you want the same thing, I highly encourage you to step into this work. It works and it doesn't have to be hard. It's time for us to give up the idea that things need to be hard and really stop focusing on the external world, because there's so much available to us. And I did not grow up with money. I did not grow up knowing how to create money or with a lot of self-worth. I worked really hard for a long time. And that's how I first started to get my results. And now it's amazing because I realized I don't have to work so hard. I don't have to burn myself out. I can really step into the vibrations of what I want to bring in. And of course, there's specific ways to do that, but it's possible, and anything truly is possible. And it feels really amazing to be able to say that.
Thanks for coming out to hang with us on the podcast. It is our goal to transform the way women are treated in healthcare. And we need your help. We need your help to get the word out. We have a lofty goal of 1 million downloads. And we know that as this podcast grows, we're going to be able to reach more women, get more amazing speakers for you, and bring the most cutting-edge information.
If you found these podclasses helpful, please take a moment to text 5 women you know the link to the series. We appreciate your help so much. Can't wait to see you next time.